Hartford Jobs Funnel helps prepare people for the trades by providing basic skills needed to enter the trades. They also work with the trades unions to then help connect people with apprenticeships and a job.
Not all of us as a parent can afford to send our kids to college. Not every kid that is out there is looking to go to college. So when you look at the opportunity to enter an apprenticeship, it's that other degree that people don't talk about. So, to be able to enter an apprenticeship, and, when we go to college, we have to pay to go to school. This is an education that is provided to you at no cost. And at the end, when you graduate, you don't owe anybody any money. We work very closely with the Hartford New Britain Building Trades Council, which is a council composed of 15 building trades. So the individuals that come here will be able to get connected to either one of those trades if that's what they're interested in entering. Through these services that we provide them remediation academically to get them to gain the skills that they need in order for them to be able to successfully apply to apprenticeship training programs and be able to pass the aptitude tests that the trades will administer to people that are interested in entering those programs.
There's 15 building trades that are part of the union umbrella for the building trades here in Connecticut. And I think in the last 9 years, we've placed over 800 Hartford residents into different trades. And that's the beauty of it. If somebody comes in and there's an opening for the electricians or an opening for the laborers union or the pipe fitters union, once Jolanda and her staff meets with them, and if they have a knack for doing something, they'll wait for that apprenticeship opportunity to come in. They'll get prepped for that type of work, and then they'll get into those trades. Well, what we've been doing recently with the jobs funnel is different trades will have 2-week, specific type of training with that trade. So when the participants come in, if they're taking an apprenticeship class, if you have 20 kids that are interested in being a sheet metal worker, they go to the sheet metal workers union and they have a 2-week brief class on what type of work they're doing.
It's a great opportunity for you to actually get engaged if you love to work outside, if you love to work with your hands, you don't like to be tied to a desk and working with paper. It's a great opportunity to actually enter a field, learn skills that no one else can take away from you, and actually credentials that again can take you anywhere. Wherever you go, these things go with you. The average age of the individual that we place, it's actually 32. We see a lot of people coming in that for some reason or another have not been successful in attaching themselves to the workforce, and right now are just basically looking for an opportunity to enter.
I was working at BJ's Wholesale Club. Supervisor, frontline supervisor. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine that I went to school with, and I was just telling him, I need a new job. I need something, more definite, more dependable.
Ken contacted the Hartford Jobs Funnel, and within weeks he had chosen a profession and was on the job working towards his apprenticeship as an iron worker.
They sit you down for about 2 weeks and basically give you the basics of ironwork. After I finished my 2 weeks, I was working. There's so many different facets to ironworking, because even when I came in, I'm like, ironwork, I don't know what that is. My basic thing was construction. Ironwork, you can do structural jobs, which is putting up the steel, the frame of a building, doing glass, what I'm doing now at the Science Center, rebar, which is reinforcement of concrete. Like I said, there's many different facets of it. It's what you put into it. If you're gonna get in and put into it, you're gonna get something out of it. And that's what I tell everybody. It's a nice living. The money is good, but you have to want to do it. I've seen guys who came in with me who left their jobs like insurance companies and stuff like that to be iron workers. So, I've seen all different types come through this job funnel, through just trying to get into making better wages,
Over the next 4 to 5 years, we expect at least 70 to 100 linemen to either retire or move on different careers. The training program takes 4 years. We have to anticipate 4 years in advance, which is the reason why this year we're hiring 25 to 35 new linemen just this year alone.
Masonry, which is a very specialized field, could be in real trouble as that workforce ages. Program managers at the Jobs Funnel approached one of the best master masons in Hartford to teach the next generation.
Unfortunately, the individuals that were in the trade are retiring, and there are very few new individuals coming in and taking up the slack. So that's why we decided to this be the first class that we do, and put out masonry individuals out there with the basic background. The masonry business is booming, and therefore this is going to be a key time for the guys to come in and get a job.
Capital Masons tested and interviewed 25 people and narrowed it down to a class of 12 for the pilot pre-apprentice training program of bricklayers. Master Mason Jones, in only weeks, has gotten all 12 to work together and master some new skills.
I walk down the street or drive down the street and I see a building that I worked on. I can tell my kids, I built that, you know, and that's a benefit to me. Sometimes you go to a job and it's just a big hole in the ground, you know, and then to see it turn into something, you know, that's my favorite part of the job, just seeing the finished product. I can look back on this 20 years from now, 30 years from now and say, I had a part in all this in the city of Hartford, building up the city of Hartford. And that's a benefit to me.
Work, Learn, Live Connecticut, Focus on the Trades is a Connecting Our Communities production of CPTV in partnership with the Northeast Utilities Foundation. Additional support from the Phoenix Companies, State of Connecticut Office for Workforce Competitiveness, the Connecticut Departments of Economic and Community Development and Labor, the Connecticut State University System, the KAetna Foundation, Connecticut Community Colleges, Connecticut Business and Industry Association, CBIA, the Connecticut Workforce Development Council, Hartford Foundation for Public Giving, and TD Bank North Connecticut.